The settings menu at the bottom of the list there is very useful. If you click on that, after a few seconds, you have options to change your profile picture. So this is the image that will appear in the top right of all your Google accounts or Google services, just to show it's your account and not someone else's. You can also manage your passwords. The most useful thing is the notifications pane. So this is where you can turn on and off whether you receive email notifications. It's always good to keep the notifications on. And whether you receive notifications via email about comments on your posts, comments that mention you, or any private comments on your work. Now, if you are enrolled in any classes, you will get a notification if the teacher posts something to you, when work is returned to you. If you're invited to join classes as a student, you will get an email, and if there's any sort of reminders that your work's due quite soon. If you're a teacher of a class, you will get a notification, if this is turned on, if a student submits their work late, if a student resubmits their work, if you've been invited to co-teach a class, or, and we'll talk about this in a minute, if a scheduled post has been published, or if that scheduled post has failed to publish. So this is your sort of generic notifications. They're all very useful and you can customize it to suit yourself. So for example, although I've got them all turned on at the moment, I really find it's useful to get comments from students so I can help them, but less useful to get notifications about late submissions of student work or resubmissions of student work. So I could turn them off. Now, when you do that, it automatically saves. So there's no save button. I can just go back to the main menu. And in future, I will not get any notifications about these things. Really useful thing is if, like me, you're in a lot of Google Classrooms, you can actually turn notifications on or off for specific classes. So as you can see, we've got our teacher classes, and I'll talk about them in a moment. Got the training class, and then we've got all the student classes. So these are all my taught classes that I'm a part or lead teacher in, and I can turn on and off these notifications. However, I'm a co-teacher in the higher business management class, for example, and the S3 business awareness. And if I was getting a lot of notifications that were no use to me, I could turn them off. So you just click on it as before, and with that setting, I will no longer get any notifications from the teacher or the student about higher business management classes.